Forensics is applying science to law in order to solve crimes. Here are some of the techniques that we use in order to solve them.
One of the techniques forensic scientists use include fingerprinting. Since fingerprints are unique to each individual, a matching fingerprint can place a suspect at a crime scene. In class, we learn to lift fingerprints and to take fingerprints with ink. Afterwards, examining the patterns of loops, arches, and whorls. Blood spatter analysis uses shapes and sizes of blood drops to reconstruct the crime scene. Different angles and heights can be determined through examining spatter. Spines and satellites are visible when blood falls at an angle. Transfers, as well as high and low impacts, are studied to recreate a scene and figure out exactly what happened to a victim. A good piece of biological evidence that is looked at is hair. Hair contains DNA in the follicle, which can be compared to possible suspects. Size, shape, and color can be examined under a microscope. Natural and synthetic fibers are also found in everyday objects such as clothing. Handwriting analysis can determine who wrote notes found at a crime scene. You can analyze writing by looking at loops, spacing, and the size of letters. A non-biological piece of evidence we examine are impressions, including tires, shoes, and teeth. Depth and width are assessed in these impressions. Ballistics is the identification of bullets and firearms. By examining the lands and grooves on bullets, we can individualize possible sources to identify where the bullets came from, which can later be connected to a suspect. Oftentimes, glass is damaged in crime scenes. When the glass is damaged, you can examine the different fractured patterns of the glass. To examine these fractures in a lab, we apply force to pieces of glass.